Hi, everybody. I'm Jay Tombstone, and this is Sugarfoot, my sweet boy. His name is Sugarfoot. He's so sweet, he's got 4 white feet. That's why they called him Sugarfoot. He's got wet food. So, I was just going to tell the story because a lot of people who knew me in my 20s and 30s knew a person who said I would never ever have a pet. And a lot of that's because my mom was a bit of an animal hoarder. Her standard was like 4 to 6 dogs at any given time, plus, like a hamster and a squirrel and a spider. So when I moved away from my mother's house, I was like, I never want pets again. And I lived for a good 20-something years with no pets. But there came a point a few years ago where I felt like, I never had a cat. Because my mom had so many dogs, I could never have a cat. So, I felt like I wasn't going out as much. Wasn't crazy running to bars all the time. So I was ready to have a cat. So I went out and I actually, in a few different times, I was out and I bought like a litter box. And then I went out and I got some cat food. And then I got some litter. And then I got some cat toys, little things, thinking, some little cat will come to me. First cat option was the 3-legged cat that lived next door to Lene. Some people that lived next door to Lene had this cat that they moved and they left it. The cat got hit by a car or something, and it injured one of its legs. And Lene said the cat just showed up one day, and it had gnawed its own leg off or something, but it only had 3 legs. So that was my first option. I was like, I wanted to save the 3-legged cat, but I tried to get it into a box, and that didn't go too well. And I was like, okay, I'll try again later. 2 or 3 days after I tried to get the cat in the box, that cat died, and I was very sad. Like, oh well. I want to have a 3-legged cat named Trip, but that didn't happen. But then I did. This guy called me and he said he had a litter of kittens that was living in the house next door to him, which was abandoned, and he was trying to get rid of the kittens. So I took a kitten, and that was my little shadow kitten. He was my little boy. I got him when he was way too young. He was probably like 4 weeks old, and they're not supposed to be away from their mothers. But I got him very young, and he would suck on my ear. It was as he slept. Yeah, I got him way dependent, and he thought I was his mother. And I was leash training Shadow Kitten, and I took him to get him fixed at the Louisiana ASPCA, and they killed Shadow Kitten. I was so heartbroken. I don't know if anything in my life has upset me quite as much as the loss of that kitten, because I was so attached to that kitten, and it was like an 8-month-old kitten. I was expecting a long life with this kitten. Anyway, so I was there at the ASPCA, heartbroken. I mean, I just can't even tell you. I was grief-stricken at the ASPCA. But I had all this stuff, and they felt very bad. They're like, the nurse, they didn't mean to kill my kitten, but they did, in fact, kill my kitten. So I was like, I need to go home with the cat. So I went to the little room where everybody, the room where everybody is in a little cage and they're looking at you. And there was Sugarfoot. And he was laying on his back with his little 4 feet in the air. His 4 white feet. And it's so weird because I never planned on naming a cat Sugarfoot. I never had a cat before named Sugarfoot. I never thought, I'll name a cat Sugarfoot. But as soon as I saw him, I said, Kira was with me, I said, there's Sugarfoot! And it was the weirdest, most familiar thing. He is my familiar. He's my little familiar, aren't you, little boy? And that's how I came to get Sugarfoot. Whereas Shadow Kitten had slept on my ear, suckling my ear every night. The first night I got Sugarfoot home, he slept in a drawer, and I had to go find him in the morning. Anyway, that's the story of my Sugarfoot. We'll talk about Fuzz later. Let's just say hi to Fuzz at least. Oh. I scared her away. Fuzz ran from me. I can't believe it. Anyway, later. Bye.